הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד. And these words, which are familiar to many of us, mean how good and how pleasant it is for siblings to be dwelling together. And wherever you are, wherever you're sitting or standing physically right now, know that we are continuing to dwell together as siblings to create a sacred community that is Temple B'nai Abraham. When we did the first Zoom service, after the recommendation to shelter in place, which seems like forever ago, I said that our building may be closed, but our hearts are open. And while we may have pivoted how we gather, there's been nothing virtual about it. The compassion, the laughter, the support, the prayer, the phone calls, the disagreements, the meetings, the friendship are as real as ever. So like every single synagogue all around the world, we've been exploring what it means to not be gathering together in person. And unfortunately, what it will mean for months to come. Because until we have a vaccine for everyone, we will do all that we can to keep our friends and our family and our community safe. So we have a team of people here representing the ritual committee, the board, parents of younger children, sisterhood, healthcare professionals, social action, and others who have gathered together as Team 5781 to join me and Deb Schutzman to look at the whole picture moving forward. And after much study and conversation and reaching out to other rabbis and congregations around the country, we are moving forward with planning our high holidays differently because we are not going to be gathering together in this sanctuary. It just isn't safe. Now, some are asking, can't we join together in smaller groups? The governor said it's okay. And I will say that our TBA medical professionals do not believe we should gather. The protocols to even try to do so are too onerous, too disjointed for a spiritual service. And we don't want the anxiety that's inherent with gathering together in person these days to take away from where the focus really needs to be on the holy days. And so, my friends, we are on a different kind of journey this year, and preparing requires even more intentionality and openness, curiosity, and innovation. The process of returning to our expectations for something that we've done year after year after year, and then having to retune these expectations is always challenging, and we need your help to do that. First, I think we have to grieve the very real losses so that we may distinguish the possibilities moving forward. And I've been doing a lot of that myself. As some of you know, one of my very favorite moments of the high holidays is walking around this sanctuary behind the Torah scrolls and greeting every single one of you. This would have been my 10th year doing so. I'm also going to miss sneaking out of this service to visit the families in the chapel where Deb leads the family service. For most of us, the high holidays are indeed about seeing each other, hugging, catching up. And so there is a lot of loss. And yet, I see this as a tremendous opportunity to engage with the themes of the holidays in different ways. For example, during the month leading up to Rosh Hashanah, which is called Elul, the shofar is traditionally blown every single weekday morning to sort of rouse us from our spiritual slumber. And we're going to do exactly that early every weekday morning, along with a short teaching or meditation or reflection. We're going to hold classes and conversations and even socially distant walks in the woods. Sisterhood will be putting together gifts of food and other supplies to create the holidays at home. apples and honey and challah and more. We will likely hold a shofar blowing in person, socially distant, of course, outside. Same thing with tashlich. And then use technology to join together for different services throughout the holidays. And there are other creative ideas that we cannot wait to share with you. There is a teaching that I've been relying upon by the Baal Shem Tov. And he was an 18th century rabbi and mystic who lived in Poland during a time of great danger and unrest for the Jews. And he sought to support his community in their fear and anxiety of an uncertain future. First step is yield to the reality. The Baal Shem Tov understood that until we really grasp and accept and defer to the pain and the loss of the situation, it is not possible to make constructive choices. This is a moment to express our fear without it defining us, and to grieve so that we are not stuck only in the loss. The second step is to discern the available choices. And we do this by bringing curiosity and awareness to the precise nature of the moment in which we are living, this crazy moment. This is our opportunity to call upon our values that can support us in making wise decisions and acting intentionally. And the third step, and I love this, the third step is sweeten the reality. If we persevere with mindful decisions, we may also begin to discover that things are pleasant, enjoyable, and it may all even feel like a relief. When we sweeten the reality, like having apples and honey on Rosh Hashanah, we lean into opportunities and we do not let our loss prevent us from any joy or goodness that might be had. When there is upheaval, some of us will be frustrated, saddened, anxious, disbelieving, or even angry. I mean, I was all of these things, but then I engaged with the Baal Shem Tov's framework. Keep in mind that as a sacred community with spiritual and communal values, we have a responsibility to ensure the safety, well-being, and cohesion of our entire community. So there is a great deal to balance. We need you. We need your input. We need your help. We need your presence. Attached to the email you received is a survey for your household. And I want to thank Sandy and Linda and Alyssa Handler who put it together. So please answer it to help us all balance and move forward together. You're going to receive another update soon. So far, we have remained a strong, engaged, and creative community in the face of this pandemic, and I only have reason to believe that we will continue to do so. Challenges have existed throughout Jewish history, and we have met them, and we have not just survived, but we have thrived. May you and your families and this entire community be blessed with health and well-being. L'chaim, to life.